Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl eToro, aka I See You Glam, and we are back this time with a makeup video. It's here, okay? I know I got some questions about what face I've been doing in my recent videos. This is literally my everyday face routine. No foundation, may I add. Super glam, super girly, super light, super easy to wear. So if you're interested in learning how I do my routine, make sure if you're new here, you subscribe to my channel down below. Subscribing to my channel really helps your girl out and lets me know that you guys love what you're watching. And without further ado, tell your mother, your father, your baby sister, tell your cousin, tell everybody to pull up because we finna get it cracking. Alright, let's roll. So first things first, I always start with my lips. I start by hydrating my lips with my I See You Glam Cosmetics Lip Balm in Hydratia. This is just gonna prep my lips for whatever color, whatever we decide to do later. My favorite, not just because it's mine. Next, we're gonna get into skin. I always do skin first. It's like the first in my routine. No matter what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, it's just what I do. And I'm gonna take the Milk Hydro Grip Primer and just put that all over. Next up, we're gonna move into color correction. If you guys can see, I have some dark spots on the sides of my face, which happened during quarantine, but do not fret, my esthetician will handle that for me. So I'm just gonna color correct with the Ben Nye cream color in Sunburn Stipple. This has been one of my faves for a while, and I stopped using it because I stopped color correcting for a while, but now it's back and I remember why I love it. Now I don't take my color correction too dark, a light layer just to kill that darkness. Once I've corrected to my liking, I'm just gonna set with the Laura Mercier setting powder in Deep Dark. And I will have everything listed below, so do not worry. And I use my Real Techniques beauty blending kind of sponge, and I just tap my powder in anywhere where I put that color correction. And then for face, I have really been loving the ColourPop Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. This is their Pretty Fresh line. So I'm using the tinted moisturizer today, and I'm going to use the concealer as well. This concealer I use to kind of go over any like problem areas that I have before I use the tinted moisturizer. So that way I feel like I don't have to use as much moisturizer to like get full coverage. Because of course it's a tinted moisturizer, so the idea is not to be full coverage like a normal foundation. So the concealer just helps with the coverage and problem areas before you go in with the tinted moisturizer. I actually really like this ColourPop Pretty Fresh line, I must say. I've been using the tinted moisturizer for a while. The concealer is a new buy, but I already know I'm gonna like it. I tested it out and it's chef's kiss. I let it sit for a little while. It wasn't even a little while. And then I'm just gonna blend just as a first layer of coverage on my problem areas. And you can already see the coverage that it's giving me between my color corrector and the concealer. When I go in with my foundation or my tinted moisturizer, whatever you decide to use, you're not going to need as much. So I'm going to go in now with that tinted moisturizer. I take about 2 pumps, which honestly, looking at the 2 pumps, it looks like too much. But I'm just going to first apply it with my finger. And I like applying with my finger first because I really can control how much I'm putting on. I don't like wearing like all that foundation and stuff like I used to anymore. I don't know. Is it called growth? I don't know what it's called. And I start light and build up. Remember, you can always add more, but once you put too much, you can't really take it away without messing up your face. So going in with my e.l.f. foundation brush, and I'm gonna pat in before I blend. And I put only a little bit on my forehead. I don't put too much on the forehead. And this is like okay for me. Really, for every day, this is more than okay for me. We are gonna go back in with the concealer on anywhere that we consider to be problem areas. Like my cheeks still here are poking out a little bit more than I'd like them to. So I'm gonna go back in with the concealer instead of the tinted moisturizer. And I don't get too crazy about going under my eyes because when I do my concealer and everything, all of that's gonna be fine. So instead of caking on too much product, I apply really as little as needed. Remember, this is like every day. This is not like super high glam. This is just for like when you wanna have a beat, but you don't wanna be too on beat, but you don't wanna miss the beat. Then I go in with my sponge and I just kind of pat that product in as well to further apply and really melt it into the skin so it looks flawless. Then I'm gonna go back with that same Pretty Fresh concealer by ColourPop and just go over my trouble areas a little bit more I'm taking my sponge and blending, just lightly patting the product in. We're gonna move on to under eye concealer. So for under eye concealer, I have been using, oh yes, thought I left it. I have been using my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is the Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I just go really tightly under my eyes and then on the top of my lip. And I try to just dip the stick in once. I try not to do too much. And I'm going down the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and on my forehead. This is like infamous me. This is how I always do my highlights. And then I'm taking my Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer and just dotting it right under the inner corner of my eye, just to pop a little tiny bit. This color is super light, so I try not to apply too much. We are going to blend, and I start first usually either on my forehead or my chin, because I don't want to drag the lighter concealer I put under my eyes anywhere else on my face. So I start on my forehead, and then I just blend down my nose. This is literally exactly how I do it every day. And then I start at the top of my lip, and then I start at the edges of the concealer and just blend out under my eyes. And then I go in where I put that Jouer, that lighter concealer. The combination of these two concealers really blends out quite flawlessly for me. I love it, especially when you let it dry a little bit. It's like so easy to blend. Like, look, who is this? Ooh, baby. So once we've blended out, we are going to set, of course. I have like racked up on so many setting powders lately, but I've really gone back to using my Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in Banana. It's so inexpensive. I get it for $6 at Ulta, and it just works for me. I love it. It works for me. So I'm just gonna start under my eyes and just do a light layer. Not so much like baking, but just really setting. Tap off the excess and just pat. Try to pat it in until it's like blends into my skin. I don't really bake anymore because I feel like it just over dries my skin. I've really been into that like dewy, more moisturized look lately instead of like totally matte. Forehead, down the bridge of my nose, of course. I really try to get in between my nose because I notice if I don't, my foundation or whatever I apply will separate, and that's not cute. So we're gonna let this sit, and while we let this sit, we're gonna go in and contour. So for contour, I'm using a combination of the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzing powder in Mahogany. This is like cult classic for me, like tried and true. If it ain't broke, don't break it. I love this bronzing powder. Like love, love, love. Go in the hollows of my cheeks and I frame my forehead. I do this really not so much for contour, but really just to like warm up and bronze my face. I'm not a crazy contour girl. I tell you guys this all the time. I really like my makeup a little bit on the softer side. I just like to frame my face really with my bronzers. Next up, we're gonna do eyebrows. I go between my Morphe brow pencil and the Kiss Professionals brow pencil. I like to use the Morphe at the tail end of my brows and the Kiss at the beginning. So please excuse my brows. If you're new to my channel, then you don't know that I grew my brows myself, and I had a little accident the other day. I partially took off some of my brow, but we move. So I'm just gonna outline the tail end of my brow and lightly fill in the end with light strokes. I like to keep my brows natural. I just fill in anywhere that is sparse, and I just give them a little bit more shape. And this is all that I do for my brows. My brush, that's really it. Like that is my everyday brow. Once I do this, I set with some clear brow gel. Been using the Anastasia clear brow gel, but you can really use any clear brow gel, and that's it. I like my brows to look like hair strokes, so I just really, really, really lightly fill them in. And then I'm taking my Kiss Professional, and I'm just gonna touch up the front of my brow. And all I do for the front of my brow really is I'll draw a line at the bottom like this. And then I use my spoolie end and just brush it up and into the hairs. So it disperses that color, but still gives that definition at the bottom of my brow. I don't do anything for eyeshadow, y'all. Y'all know me, unless I'm like really feeling out there. This is my everyday look. So every day what I really do is I'll take a bronzer and just go into like the crease of my eyes. So I'm taking my Makeup Revolution bronzing powder, and I'm just gonna go in my crease really lightly, just to give a little contour and some dimension, because my eyes are so small. And I drag that contour down to like the beginning bridge of my nose to add some more contour to my nose. My eyelashes are done. I have eyelash extensions, but at this point, you would do whatever you do to your lashes. So if you like to put strip lashes on, you want to put mascara and do your you want to do mascara and rock your natural lashes, totally up to you. So next up, we are going to set our face all over. And don't tell me I left my, okay, I can use this brush. And I'm using the Sephora Micro Smooth Finishing Powder. I bought this during the VIB sale. If you saw that video I did of like my everyday beat face where I did that red lip, I did the ICU Glam Cosmetics Snapdragon. That's when I started using this, and I've been using it ever since, and I actually do really like it. So I'm just blending in the contours and bronzers with the highlights and the everything and the this and the that to make everything look nice and even. We just added light dusting. Then we're going in with blush. I always wear blush. I'm using my Fit Me blush today. I usually use the Juvia's Place one, but I've been trying to like step into new products and colors. I do want to go to MAC and pick up Film Noir because that's been a classic. Right all over my cheeks. Like, you can't have too much blush for me. I love blush. Then we are going to go into highlighter. I just highlight in the middle of my nose, the top of my Cupid's bow, and a little on my cheeks. Very lightly. I like to use a light dusting of highlighter. It's gonna spray my face down. Ooh, cover my lashes. While that's drying, we're gonna move on to lips. I'm just removing any product that got onto our lips while we were doing our face. So first things first, of course, I'm gonna go in with my ICU Glam Cosmetics lip liner in Cocoa Rose. Y'all know this is my go-to chocolate brown liner. And I'm just gonna line my lips, and I like to line right on my lip line. And then for my everyday lip, this was kind of hard for me because really, truly, honestly, my everyday lip is my brown lip liner and my clear lip glaze, also from ICU Glam Cosmetics. But lately, since summer is slowly dwindling away, I've been trying to get the last bits of summer out through my makeup. So I'm going to go with Tulip Drip today just for a little bit more of a glam. You see how rich and cute of a pink it is? I love this color. Ugh! Everyone needs Tulip Drip in their arsenal. Like, take it from me. Look at this. Just blends perfectly. And it gives you pink without being too pinky. Perfect. So lips are on, and we're gonna go back under our eyes with our mascara before we finish off our look. Don't think I forgot, because my eyes, really, you can leave your eyes like this if you don't like bottom liner or bottom mascara, but I just feel like I need bottom mascara to like close my eyes and complete my look. So for fragrance, this combo I'm about to give you guys has been like my most complimented combo in a while. Two you guys haven't seen. One you saw in my fragrance haul, and that is the YSL Libre. And then I'm gonna mix it with my Acqua di Gioia. This fragrance I almost forgot that I loved. I've had it and I've bought it, gone through it, bought it, gone through it a couple times. I just repurchased a new bottle and look how much I've used. I keep this in my handbag, so that's how much I love it. Then this one is the game changer, because you guys won't believe that this cost me $15. No, was it 15? It was like $12. I love it. It's called Classic Oud. I think it's just like a generic brand of just an oud. Classic Oud by New Brand Prestige. If you know ouds and you love ouds, and you can get your hands on this, so good. So what I do first, exactly how I layer it, is I'll spray the oud on my wrist like this, and I'll spray it 3 times down. Right, this is exactly how I do it. And I put that on before I put my clothes on. So I'll put that on my bare skin, and then when I put my outfit on, I'll put the YSL Libre on, about 4 pumps. And then, sounds like overkill, but it's not, I take 2 pumps of the Acqua di Gioia, and that's it. Make sure I hit the neck with the Acqua di Gioia. Of the 3, the Acqua di Gioia is the lightest and the most like feminine, like the girliest, and it's like sweet and sensual combination to die for. It's been like my go-to everyday boom bam period. And that is it, guys. This is my everyday super girly, glam, feminine, light and easy, no foundation look that you guys have been seeing me rock as of lately. Like, this has been my routine. This is what I've been wearing in all my recent videos, what y'all been asking about. This is her, this is she. So I hope you guys loved it. I hope you learned something. I hope you tried. If you do, let me know how it works out for you in the comments below. And as always, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.